What's up, everyone? So this is part 2, hanging out in our golf cart. This is the other side of our estate in Dorado Beach. And I wanted to take you on the next part of the tour. So we moved to Dorado, Puerto Rico, literally this week. And we moved here because of the tax incentives. There's two acts, Act 22 and Act 20. Act 20 allows you to open up a business here, and you have to live here, actually move here, move your business here. And while you're sourcing income, you have to be here, and you have to live here 6 months, 1 day a year, actually be physically present in Puerto Rico. And your LLC or your LLC is treated as a corporation here, so that corporation is taxed at 4% if you qualify and get approved for the tax incentive. But we just did. We got approved for the tax incentive, so we're now taxed at 4%. And then everything else, all of our profit, all of the distributions are distributed to ourselves at 0%. How huge is that? And then there's Act 22, which we're going to apply for this year, and that allows you any investments that we make in the stock market once we move down here, any rental properties that we buy, any rental income that we get, any profit from that. So if we buy stock and then we sell it, any profit from that is taxed at 0%, and any rental income that we get is taxed at 0%. So that is massive. And again, I'm not a legal professional, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a accountant, so this is not tax advice. But if you want more information, hit me up, private message me, and I will send you the contact information of our legal team. You really, for it to make sense, you really need to be doing $300,000 to $500,000 in profit a year for it to really make sense. So if you're just starting out and you don't have any income, like it costs $30,000, $40,000 to set this up. So if you're just starting out, don't hit me up. If you have a business or you have some funds and you think you're going to hit, $500,000 or $1 million this year in profit, contact me and I'll set you up with our legal team, and they can walk you through the exact setup and the exact process that you have to go through to apply for Act 20 and Act 22. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Yeah, you gotta come back down to Puerto Rico and see this new setup. So let me flip the camera around. So this is our estate, and it's right on the Ritz-Carlton Reserve. So there's like 5 pools here. I showed you. I didn't even know we had 3 helicopter pads and a water park and a gym, and there's 5 restaurants. But I wanted to show you our pool setup. So I just gotta park the golf cart here, and then I'll walk you around the pool setup. So here it is. This is one of like the 5 pools on the property. And there you go. We got a bar and a restaurant over here. And John, I can't believe you moved away from this. This is beautiful, man. Puerto Rico is awesome. Everyone that we're speaking with, all the connections that we're making, everyone's super friendly. Okay, let me do a slow panoramic view of this. Yeah, John, everyone's been super friendly down here in Puerto Rico. It's only been the first week too, and we're just making some huge connections. One of the reasons we decided to move here is because of all the connections we're going to make, right? This is where the billionaires live. Like Peter Schiff's house is right there. And there's a bunch of high-level people we're going to start making connections with to grow our business. So that was one of the main reasons, other than the tax incentive, right? The main reason was the tax incentive to pay 4% on your corporation and then 0% in distributions is a no-brainer. But reason number two, how do you say that in Spanish? Reason dos, is that right, John? Reason dos is because of the connections we're going to make here with all these business owners and these multi-billionaires that live here. So we got a volleyball court, and then look at this setup. We got the ocean right here, and then this is another restaurant they're redoing. They had some damage during the hurricane, so the Ritz-Carlton is actually shut down until I think August, as they're doing those renovations. But I haven't even been over to this part yet. So we got the volleyball court, and then here's the restaurant. It's like a 5-star restaurant right on the ocean with a nice little bar set up. And wow, look at that. We got a fire pit. The sad thing is when Joe and Anthony and myself were checking this place out a couple weeks ago, we came here and looked at all this, and this is the first time I've been back. I haven't even been here yet. So I'm gonna walk down the beach and see what else is around. But if you haven't watched our Fast Lane workshop, I want you to take like an hour and a half out of your day and go watch it. I put the link to it in this post. It's the exact workshop that all of our proteges started with, our proteges that are making $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, $5,000 a day. Same exact workshop that our protege Tim that made $3 million with, he started with that workshop. Carlos, our protege Carlos, he's making $60,000 a month. He started with that exact workshop. So if you haven't watched it and you've been in this group, or maybe a year ago or 6 months ago you watched it, but you only watched 10 minutes of it, commit to it. The number one thing you need to do to change your life, to become a successful entrepreneur, to live in a place like this, right, to have the time freedom to travel wherever you want, you need to commit. You need to educate yourself. You need mentors like myself, like Joe, like Anthony. You need to go through a step-by-step process, a business model that actually works. Not only for us, it works for us, it works for me, it works for Joe, and works for Anthony, but the true test, does it work for other people? And it does, right? We have almost 300 proteges now, and they're having massive success because the business model works. And we don't brag about, oh, look at how much money we're making. You know what? When we were driving around in the golf cart and all those driveways, did you see any Lamborghinis or Ferraris or any sports cars at all in any of those driveways? No, because we're living with the billionaires, right? They don't give a shit about driving a Lamborghini to brag about it. It's a horrible investment. You can only drive it like 2,000 miles a year, and then every time you hit a speed bump, it costs you like $2,000, right? It's a horrible investment. So if you want to learn from mentors that have taught other people, actually taught other people how to make money, and not just a little bit of money, not just $500, not just $1,000, not just $30,000 in a year. We've taught people how to become millionaires. We have our top protege that did $3 million last year. Another protege, Malin, he just posted in the group last month, he just hit $1 million. with the exact business model we teach you in our workshop. And the link to that workshop is in this post. Click the link in this post and go watch it. Commit that you're going to change your life this year. Just don't say you're going to change your life. Actually commit and do it. And the first step is to learn from people that have done it before. Again, me, Joe, Anthony have multiple seven-figure businesses, and we're teaching you the step-by-step process of how we did it, and it's working. It's working for other people. Not just a little bit, it's changing people's lives massively. So I'm going to post another video tomorrow and go take a look at the gym setup here. I'm going to start working out more and get back into better shape. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.